excited to share some of my favorite color techniques with you today that have helped me take my artwork to a different level. And I mean that because I didn't feel super connected to my artwork until I started implementing some of what I'm going to be sharing with you. I think you're going to be quite pleased with what you're about to implement after this quick video. And I need your reply at the end, so hang tight. Whether you are an experienced artist or you're just starting out, I want you to consider this a challenge. Dare I say a dare? I've got 7 exercise items. I know that's 5. 7 exercise items that I want you to pick 2 to implement this week. So this might just reignite your passion for color, and if you don't already feel that, love your work even more. And who knows, it just might become one of your new go-to favorite methods, okay? So the first is to use complementary colors to make your art pop. Did you know that using complementary colors creates dynamic contrast in art and it draws the eye in to make your work stand out? Complementary colors are opposite each other on the color wheel, so this is looking at blue and orange, violet and yellow, red and green, and using these types of opposing colors together creates a sense of energy and excitement, and it makes your artwork more visually engaging and impactful. I want to encourage you to play with hues and shades and tints so you're not aggressively contrasting, but just enough to really make it bam. Second is to play with color temperature to create mood. Did you know that warm and cool colors, they do create these different moods and emotions in any artwork, any pieces? Warm colors like red and yellow, they can create a sense of excitement and energy. And cool colors like blue and green, they create more of a calming and relaxing effect. And when you understand the emotions that you want to convey in your art, you can experiment knowing that in color with different color temperatures to create a more immersive and emotionally resonant piece. Whether you want to create, a bold and energetic piece or a soothing and calming work of art, that color temperature can help you achieve that creative vision. And then you can use monochromatic color schemes. This is number 3. You can do this for a more sophisticated look. Using different shades and tones of the same color, it can create a sense of unity and sophistication in your art. This type of scheme involves, it's funny when I say scheme because anybody ever say scheme? This type of color scheme, I know it's not right, but every time I say it, anyway. It involves using different shades and tones of the same color. So that's creating a cohesive and elegant aesthetic. It's great and works particularly well in minimalist and abstract art, where the focus is more on these subtle variations in tone and texture. And when you use monochromatic schemes in your artwork, you can create that more sophisticated, refined look. And it does stand out. It seems more like subdued and subtle and not so obviously standoutish, but that's actually a lot of times what makes the magic. Number 4 is experimenting with color blocking. I love a good color block. This is where you are blocking areas of your art with different colors, and that creates that bold graphic effect and really draws in the viewer's eyes. So color blocking creates that bold and impactful graphic effect. And this is really popular in modern art and design. It can be used to create that really powerful visual statement. And by experimenting with color blocking, you can add new dimension to your work and create that much more impactful and visually engaging piece. And then you can play with number 5, opacity and transparency. Using opaque and transparent colors in combination can create really interesting depth and texture in your art. So basically, opacity refers to how much light passes through a color. So it's like holding up tracing paper versus holding up cardboard. You can see through the tracing paper. So this will allow you to create those interesting layering effects. It adds depth, it adds texture. Whether you want to create like a dreamy, ethereal piece or like a bold graphic statement, that opacity and transparency can help you with any of those techniques to achieve that creative vision. It's pretty cool. Number 6 is to use color psychology to influence perception. Did you know, just like we were talking about temperatures and tones, certain colors specifically can evoke specific emotions and moods. So understanding color psychology can really help you communicate your artistic message more effectively. I am obsessed with color moods, and there was a time that I bought a whole crew that was working with me those heart-shaped glasses, and they were all a different color, and it was so fun because it was like you put them on and everyone was just going around and putting them on and being like, okay, well, this makes me feel like this makes me feel like this. It's really interesting. So this is actually where I've been the most excited to bring you through this overview, because I am mildly obsessed with color psychology. I know how it makes me feel. So this is basically the study of how colors affect human behavior and emotions. So when you use these principles in your art, you can create a more impactful, relatable piece. So whether you want to create that excitement or that calm, same thing with color temperature, but when you get color specific, very, very fun. So I have a cheat sheet for you to download. It lists the primary emotions related to each main color family. I have the same one hanging in my studio all year long, and I'm very excited to share it with you. As much as I'd love to do a deep dive on that, you've got the reference now, so let's go on to number 7, which is incorporating color symbolism to add that deeper meaning. So different colors can have symbolic meanings, and using color symbolism in your art can add layers of depth and meaning for viewers to interpret. So these might have universal meanings, they might have cultural meanings, and by using colors with specific symbolic associations, you can create a more nuanced and layered artistic message, which is really fun when you can connect to your art in that way. Whether you want to convey passion or tranquility or something else entirely, incorporating color symbolism can really help you communicate more effectively. So again, that's another deep dive for another day, although I will gladly keep you here for hours to talk all about color. But I know that these color techniques continue to surprise and delight when we continue to revisit them. And you will find that every time that you do, you're elevating your creative vision with every single moment that you make art with that color science in mind. So I want to hear from you. This is where I need your reply. Which of these color techniques have you already tried? Which of these are you most excited to try in your artwork? And what struggles come up for you the most when you deal with color? I love hearing about this. It informs me on how I can better provide for you guys. And so this is all about exploration. All right? I'll see you soon.